G'day all, welcome to the channel. Today I'm doing an unboxing of my new 6-inch Mini Highbanker from Goldrat Engineering here in Australia. I've wanted one of these for a while now, but couldn't justify the outlay for how many times I get out on the river and creek. But during with all COVID and all the lockdowns and not being able to get it out anywhere, I've got a few extra dollars saved up, so I thought I'd have a bit of a lash out and get one of these with it. It's a bit of a custom order, this one, because I upgraded to the larger bilge pump, and also I already had the leg kit from them, so I didn't purchase that and all the other extras which I'll go through. But while we're at it, might as well get straight into it and have a look at it. It's come in 2 boxes, as you can see, with it. This one here being very heavy, I know that's the battery I ordered with it. So I'll just open that up, then we'll get on to the main item. They're well packed up. I must do a big call out to Dustin at Goldrat Engineering. This had to come interstate from Queensland to me, and it was here a little bit over 36 hours, which I thought was excellent. So they need to give their courier company, I think it was TNT they used, a big pat in the back there. So first off, it's the battery. I'll get the box out of the road. This has got a little bit of weight to it. I think it's about 6.6 or 6.5 kilos, one of these. The reason I wanted the 6-inch Highbanker, basically to fit it in a backpack and take it up the river. Not getting any younger, the knees are starting to wear out. It'll be great if I can get places I can get the vehicle to. I can take a bigger battery, that'll last a lot longer. But I'm hoping with this one, with the 2,000 gallon water pump, I'm hoping I'll be able to get about 2 hours, but I'll need to charge it. Do a test. I'll do one here at home, but like I said today's only an unboxing. I'll do once I've got it all together, I'll do a test here and just run some material through it, just see how it all works. I've never owned a Highbanker before, so it'll be interesting to set it all up, get it all working before I get out there on the creek. But this is the battery. The bilge pump I got, I believe, draws 10 amps an hour. This is a 20 amp one, that's why I'm thinking should get 2 hours out of it or there, but 2 hours run through a Highbanker, I think, especially if you've classified it all, should be plenty. So I'll just put that back in the box and put that aside, and then we'll undo the rest. Excuse the workshop, it's in a bit of a mess, but pretty well that's how it looks all the time, so I can't say it looks in a mess just for today. Okay, the main beast. Looks like it's well packed in here. I'll get rid of the box in a minute. So the old usual packaging I'll just throw down on the floor, and then I might be able to lift the whole unit out in one and get rid of the box. That's all right. There's a couple of Mentos lollies in there. Okay, this is it. So when I undo it, there's hoses there. So there should be the 6-inch Highbanker hopper option, which is this baby just there. Then under that will be the mini clean-up sluice. Like I said, I didn't order any accessories with it, so I'm interested to see what comes with it when you don't order that. I can see the hose here, and the I did order a battery charger for the battery as well, and the pump, so I'll make a bit of room and I'll start to get it all out. The reason too I didn't order the leg kit, this is a leg kit. I'd already ordered it from the bigger sluice here in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well, but might be stuff here in the road. But that's it, legs fit in there. These are the brackets that come with it all. So I'll swap, because whenever I'm using the Mini Highbanker, I won't be using the big sluice. Or if I am, it'll be near where I can get a vehicle. With that, instead of the leg kit, you also can use some bit of aluminium angle. That'll fit up exactly the same up through it or down through it. And I can clamp that in as well. Okay, let's get back to what I received. It's all tied in quite nice and neat, so better not cut the hose. Okay, first item's just the hose. I'm led to believe there's 3 metres there. I trust that that'll be right. It looks a little bit short there, but without the tape measure. But we've got the hose first up. This was a battery charger I got with it. It was pretty suitable for the battery with it all. So I won't unpack that. It's just a little charger you plug in. Suitable, all packed away. Nice and neat, but that's just to charge the battery. And it's something, if ever I was to get rid of the Highbanker and that, I'd be keeping this and the battery for other items. Like I said, a few lollies in with all this. Okay, next item. This is the bilge pump, Bushman's bilge pump. 200 gallons per hour with it. I'm led to believe the hose fitting is all the same. Was it 1 1/8 of an inch, and fits with the hose and all of that. So there's that. The reason I went with the 200 gallons per hour, I think they come, this when it's sold, the base kit was 1100. Dustin at Goldrat said sometimes it's just not enough to break up the material. If it's classified, he said the 1100's fine. Later on I might get one of those pumps as well and just vary it for whatever days and just try it. But if you've got a lot on clay and that, recommend the bigger one, but the downside is the drain on your battery. With that, I think the 1100 takes 4 amps or 5 amps, so you're going to get at least double the amount of time. Okay, got some more packaging. Right, next option. Bit of a surprise. I didn't think a spray bar actually came with it. So that's a nice inclusion, especially when you order one with no accessories. I do know a lot of people prefer their own setups with spray bars. This will fit through the holes there, a couple of jets with it. A lot put the slots as well. It's a trial and error. You even get a clamp, which is a good thought. Nothing worse. It's a bit like getting a toy at Christmas and there's no batteries for it. So having them little extra things, that's quite good, quite handy, and it just gives me ideas of what I'll do. Like I said, I'll run some material through here and just give all that a try. Okay. As you can probably see, the hopper part here, looking at it, and the screws and bolts are all there, so I'm not going to cut them off because knowing me, I'll lose them. So you've got the hopper. Looking at the weld, very good weld job. Exceptional weld job, I would say. With it all, there's a, looks like about an 8mm perf plate in there. It doesn't come with a grizzly bar. It's got, you could probably see it there. It just slopes away. The perf plate sits there flat, but that drops away to let the material fall out into the bottom sluice bit. It's adjustable. These screws can come out, so your perf plate, like at the moment, the perf plate is probably about that far along the bottom of the sluice, so you could slide it out further to let your material drop away more. No doubt it's put in that position just for the packaging. And as you saw, the beauty I like, it sits down into that bottom part. Once the packaging's out, that'll sit right down in there. And I'll just try that now. I'll get rid of all the paperwork. So there's a few clamps and that in there I'll show you in a minute, but from this end, that's pretty good. That'll fit pretty well into a backpack, which is what I wanted. Without the battery, the other part of it, and I'll find my sheet of paper again, that weighed 7.8 kilos. That was with the box and all. So I'd say 8 kilos, allow a bit for the box, but if I take the leg kit and the brackets, it's probably 8 kilos, and the battery I said was, what was that battery? 6.6, let's call it 7. So you're looking at 15 kilos of gear taking in there. Like there'll be a few little things I'll do adjustments and that, but 15 kilos I think would do it. Like I said, I'm getting a bit older, so the body, I don't feel like carrying a lot of stuff in there, but if I know it's a day I'm just high banking, I'll only have my gold pans with it, and food and drink. And as you go through the day, that'll lighten up. But yeah, so very pleased with the build of the first part here. I'll just set that aside while I get rid of some of the wrapping. Okay, this is the bottom section. You probably think, and I don't know if you can see my shirt through it, how many holes there is in that with it. But this can be a standalone item, a recirculating clean-up sluice, a power sluice. The hose fits in there and you can use it as itself. These lot of holes here and down here, they're for the leg kit, which I bought separate with it. Right, so great product again from Goldrat. The welds exceptionally good in here, and I didn't actually think if it was going to be in here or not. I don't know why. You got the mini mat sort of with it. Got the clamp holding it down, and up in here you've got a flow thing, and in here there's a little flap made out of a bit of ribbed matting, so that'll stop the surge of the water. It'll hit there, pool there, flow over and give a more even spillage out with that. So this, when it's all set up, I believe will set up in, yes, this manner with it all. There's one thing I have noticed that's not here that I thought should be, is the bracket that holds this up on the angle. I'll look through the box again, but I don't think it was there. That may be classed as an extra. I wouldn't have thought, though, it would have been, considering the nature of this. But I think if I just got under Dustin at Goldrat Engineering, it probably whipped one down for nothing. But as you can see, I've got a workshop here. I can just get a bit of, all it is a bit of aluminium. Yeah, it's all buried there. A bit of aluminium flat bar, bend it into a U. You've got it in there. You can lay it down, flip it up. If Dustin says he will send me one for nothing, I don't expect him to pay for the cost to just transfer that item here. What I'll probably do, as you can see, this has got the Dream Mat in it. I'll probably get the also the mesh and minus moss as an alternative, and even with this one I could put that's just a bit of rib matting. I'll make another mat like that out of it too. I want to experiment with this a bit. I've even got stuff here, like here in Australia you get this holding up the shirt, plastic gutter guard, bit like I was going to say perforated steel, expanded mesh that in it. This is a lot lighter, but the small 6-inch piece that you'd have in there, that's my desire to have that. But I'd give this stuff just to try, experiment with it. And I've even grabbed an old doormat that I'll cut a piece with that. So it's just more while I'm here at home, run all those things through and have a look at it. But overall, look, very happy. Oh, actually, where I was saying with the bar, the angle bar to adjust this, here it is, taped here with the screws at the end. So everything I thought was here, plus extra the spray bars. So I'm very pleased with this. Time will tell if it makes my money back. The old saying goes, you don't make money from prospecting and mining gold. You make it from selling the equipment to the prospectors. Could be true. Like I've now got various sluices. They're all from Goldrat. I think they do a great product with it all. Can't complain anything about their service. They'd be happy to talk to you. I haven't had to talk to Dustin over the phone, but what I've heard from other people, great to deal with. Do exceptional good products. And for me, being in Australia, I'd prefer to buy Australian owned and manufactured stuff. Sometimes that can be a bit dearer, but overall pretty good. So my thoughts on the product is great. Like I said with the hose, this hose can twist into, I'll turn this around, it can twist into the back here. So you can run that just as a power sluice by itself. I will one thing be looking when I use a spray bar is to get a ball, what's it called, a ball tap or whatever, just to control the flow with it. Like it'll have a fair flow of water coming down it in that nature. The other thing too is if I'm somewhere where I can use my other sluices, like this one here, bear with me, I'll just get rid of the leg kit, but I can set it up that that one even flows into that, or the big 8-inch or 10-inch that I have there, it can flow into that as well. But overall, very pleased. It's supposed to be my Christmas present, and I'm getting it a bit earlier. Well, I haven't told the wife I'm getting it a bit earlier, but as soon as I can get a weekend to get back out on the creeks, I'll be into it. So, as for the unboxing, that's basically it. Happy to, like I said, I'm very happy with it, so it's good. The other thing too I didn't point out before on the hopper part is the cuts in there. It's all customised. Some people like to run their spray bars on the side as opposed to across. I don't know myself which I'll prefer. Initially I'll try across, but I will make a set for that. I may even just have one big one powering in, but you can, with cable ties, just stay there. I know they think of it. Dustin at Goldrat again, he's a prospector. He goes out, he takes them out the field, tests them himself, and makes the adjustments and all of that. But yeah, overall very happy. Like I said, I'll do when I can, and I'm a bit slack putting up some videos and that on my channel, but I'll do a test run, a review of it. None of this is paid for by Goldrat, I must make that clear. I'll just do a review on it, see how it performs with, well, already got concentrates that I've already panned out, but I'll just run the gravel through. I'll probably put a little bit of lead shot or something in amongst it to just see how well the Dream Mat, well, I've got one already, I know how well they work, especially on real fine gold. Run it through, just get the angles and the flow rate and all of that, how I like it, what I think it's worth. I'll test it out with some real heavy clay as well, gravels and all of that. Just the varying things that I might come across, even stuff with a lot of organics in it, just to see. I know the perf plates at times I've got on my other sluice here, which I've got all buried. It's got one on there and the organics do clog a little bit on it, but I'll probably make myself a set of grizzly bars with it. But yeah, that's it. So until next time, guys, thanks again. If you like the channel, give us a thumbs up or subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, I don't put many things up there. I'm hoping to do more. Usually I find when I'm out in the goldfields, it's a big day for me. I've got about a 3 to 4 hour drive to get there, so I try to utilise the whole time doing the mining and prospecting. So I get a bit slack with taking the vids, and ideally I love to camp, go out and camp, but doesn't always work that way. So a lot of times it's just a day trip with 8 hours of driving in there with it. So thanks again for watching. Next time I'll catch you all later.